All right, so we are talking about the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt today. Um, we're actually going to start filling in these maps today in class. So if you don't have this one and you're watching this video, you need to come talk to me and get this. Um, but originally, Egypt was a bunch of different separate nomes. Eventually, those nomes they combined and unified into two separate kingdoms, and we label those on our maps. They're called Upper and Lower Egypt. Upper being down here in the south, and Lower being up here by the Nile River Delta, and that happened about 3,500 years ago. Um, and officially, Upper and Lower Egypt were unified at one point, and that is commemorated on this artifact called the Narmer Palette. Okay, the Narmer palette depicts Pharaoh Narmer, or Menes is his honorific name, becoming the first pharaoh of both Upper and Lower Egypt, so unifying Upper and Lower Egypt together around 3100 BCE. So this meant he would be the first ever legitimate pharaoh of Egypt. And so over here you can see Pharaoh Narmer taking the typical dominant stance over his victims. And over here you can see the commemoration and the parade and his victims. And over here you can see the intertwining of the serpentard's necks, indicating that they will be intertwining Upper and Lower Egypt for the first time ever. And so that, in a nutshell, is the Narmer palette. There's some other mythological meanings that go along with it, like the goddess Ba'at watching over Ra, standing on top of the reeds from the lower Nile in the Nile River Delta, and then forcefully controlling with this hook through the nose of the lower Egyptians, him wearing the upper crown on this side, and then on the back side, him wearing the double crown and the parade of him celebrating his victory, and the serpent being forcefully tied together, representing Upper and Lower Egypt, and then Narmer being represented as a bull, forcefully taking over and knocking down city walls and trampling anybody in his way. Uh, and so, what we're going to talk about next is their style of government. And so, Egypt is one giant theocracy, meaning their ruler, their king, is one, both their political and their religious leader. And that person is called the Pharaoh, and they are viewed as a god and a king that are living on earth, sent by the gods to rule over the people. And they have absolute power and control over all of the people, meaning they have 100% say over what's going on in the Egyptian government. And their viziers are their assistants who often reign over Upper and Lower Egypt, in place of, not in place of the Pharaoh, but for the Pharaoh. Um, and so in class, we talk about the creation myth with the rising of the Ben stone and Ra creating Shu and Tefnut and generating the earth and the sun. And him being the god of creation creates humans with his tears. And ultimately, Ra gets sent on the boat of a million years and tries to punish the humans with Sekhmet, but it ultimately fails. And so on this boat of a million years, Ra every single day rises in the east and sets in the west, and he represents the sun as he is the sun god. And then every night goes away and fights serpents and other beasts in the Egyptian Duat, which is the Egyptian underworld. So that is the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt and their creation myth story.